Hey everyone, it is your boy Jack here, and in today's video I'm going to be unboxing this. It is the December 2019 comic box or subscription box. Yes, it is the last one of the decade slash last one of the year. So I'm excited to unbox this box. It's especially this box because your boy, this is all November 2019 comics slash early December 2019 comics. So your boy is excited for this box because I'm hoping that Undiscovered Country's in this box. I'm hoping for the Victor Von Fries one shot for the Batman White Knight series. You got the Folklords from Boom Studios, but that one's more of an iffy one because it's a smaller print comic, but ooh, if any or all three of those are in this box, your boy's gonna be flipping it. I'm gonna be so excited. Sorry, I'm getting all pumped right now because of thinking about it. But besides that, if you're interested in getting this box and everything, feel free to check out the description down below. There you can also check out the comic of the week, which I'm honestly not sure yet. Because I have to catch up on some comics and stuff. It'll probably be Miles Morales number 4. I was catching up, or 4 or 5. I've been catching up on that series, and it's pretty good. So I'll leave a review down below there. So yeah. Besides that, though, in each box you get about 5 to 7 different comics. Of those comics, you get your sort of good reads, which are your under the radar good comics. Your then you got your variant or exclusive comics, which are your in-store variants or exclusives. And lastly but not least, you get your hype-based comics, which are your sort of event-based comics. So yeah, that's basically all you need to know. So once you cut the tape open of the box, you get the bubble wrap, which you always pop in here. You got the amazing, iconic royal blue wrapping paper that they put in every single month's box. And then you got the comics in here, all sealed, bagged, and boarded, and yeah. So we've unboxed all the comics in this month's box, so let's take a look at them. So comic number 1, we got this one here. Ooh, there is the comic I was talking about 2 seconds ago. Ooh. It is Undiscovered Country. It is a Stadium Comics exclusive variant here. Oh my gosh, I am excited. Ooh, it's so nice too. For those of you who do not know, Scott Snyder, Charles Soule, and then a bunch of other artists are attached to this Image Comics. I've heard pretty good things about this. This whole comic is sort of based off of what happens if the U.S. sort of just bordered itself for 50 years, didn't allow anybody to come in or come out, and sort of be a sort of sanctioned state or whatever, sort of just with nobody coming in, nobody coming out. So that's what basically this story is about. And oh, it looks so good. I'm so excited. Ooh, this is comic number 1, and your boy's pretty happy right now. Coming in at comic number 2, it is this one. Ooh, so this looks like it is the Excalibur or the Fallen Angels comic, I think. This is one of the spin-off series from House and Powers of X. So yeah, let's take a look. So yeah, this is Fallen Angels. It is it's obviously a spin-off from House and Powers of X or 10 or whatever. I think this is a young Cable. Right here, you also got, right here, there is Wolverine, but I forget her name, what the heck. But you got the female Wolverine here, and I think you got Psylocke right here. Pretty exciting. I like these X-Men spin-offs, to be honest. I haven't heard anything bad about these X-Men spin-offs. Each and every one of them, I've followed them to some capacity. Excalibur, I'm probably going to pick up if it's not in this box. I've heard each one of them are pretty good for the most part. And from what I understand at Marvel and everything is that they're all Hickman's the main person that's sort of the main coordinator and making sure what's going on and stuff. And then the writers sort of have that freedom to write the story and everything. So yeah, I like this cover though too. This cover's pretty cool. So yeah, that is X-Men Fallen Angels, number 1. Moving forward to comic number 3. It is 3 of 5 here because we only got 5 in this box, which is okay. It's the average, so I'm fine with that. Comic number 3 here is this one. Ooh, okay, so there's another X-Men one. It is X-Men New Mutants. I think this is Emma Frost on the cover, don't quote me. X-Men New Mutants. Yeah, that's basically it. I like the cover though, very yellow, very nicely drawn and everything. So yeah, this is New Mutants. It's a variant edition of issue number 1. I like this cover, I really do. I like the design of it, I love the color scheme of it, the detail even in her hair, her eyes, her outfit and everything. I like the little horns coming out. I love when, like, I don't know why, but I love when characters have horns. Like, it's like, I love Hela because she has, like, horns. I love Loki because he has freaking horns. Like, there's something about it. I don't know if it's just me being Canadian or what, but, like, there's a certain, like, badassery to having horns. Like, just as a character. Like, I think, mind you, if I had to, like, dress up or cosplay or whatever, I'd want to have a character that has horns to a certain degree, because it's like, come on, like, you could kill people with your head, like, you could just freaking, like, bash their head in or whatever with your horns. Like, come on, like, that's pretty sick. So yeah, that, or it could just be like a sort of like king with the crown kind of thing, but honestly, I'm not sure. But New Mutants, pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. I like the cover too. It's a really cool cover. But yeah, I don't know a lot. I don't know as much about New Mutants as compared to Fallen Angels or Excalibur. So yeah, like, that's just basically my thoughts there. So yeah. Moving forward to comic number 4, we got this one. Ooh, so this looks like a Black Cat issue, I think. Yeah, it's Black Cat. You got Peter Parker on there as well. Like the cover though, it's sort of romantic, but like, it's a romantic in, like, not a good way. So yeah, it is the wedding of Spiderman and Black Cat. Okay, that's sort of weird. Jen McKay, Joey Vanquez, Juan Guidon, Natasha Budos, and Brian Reber. I like this cover. Let's just say it. Let's point out this cover here. You got Black Cat, you got all the Spider-Man villains under here. You got Mysterio, you got Vulture, you got Conan the Hunter. And yeah, it's a cool cover. I don't know anything about this. Like, with the YouTube channels I follow and stuff, they more focus on key comics, so I think this is more of the under-the-radar kind of comic. So I didn't really hear a lot about this comic. So yeah, just saying, like, that's just my opinion there. I don't really know a lot. I think the cover though is pretty cool. I like the title. I love the color use. I love the little hearts and everything, and those are, like, from Doc Ock's arms and stuff. I like that. I like that creativity. So yeah. And lastly but not least, comic number 5. It is this one. Boom. Oh, okay, I know this one. Okay, boom, boom, boom. I know this one. This is Far Sector. Boom, this cover. It is amazing. I love it. I love the simplicity of it. I love the whole, like, I love how, like, sort of the asteroid field sort of disappears into the character's face and everything. Ooh, damn, this is sick. This is so cool. I love this. Like, I got a care for Jamal Campbell too, partially because I met him at the Toronto Fan Expo. He also has, like, two of my top two favorite tribute covers were done by him. So it's like that's why I'm a bit biased here. But ooh, this looks so cool. I'm so excited. Ooh, this is so cool. Sorry, I'm sorry, I'm, like, freaking out right now. This has actually turned out to be a pretty decent box for sure. So we've unboxed all the comics in this month's box, and I have to admit, I like the majority of the comics here. I was sort of hoping that we could have got Focalords and even the Victor Von Fries one-shot, but, like, I know the Victor Von Fries one-shot was under some controversy and stuff, but I actually don't mind it. It's a good mix. I like that we have some more X-Men comics and stuff. That's obviously a series I forget to remember about and everything a bit. But I like it. I like this good balance and everything. Now, unfortunately, for like the second time in a row when it comes to this unboxing, there is no recap card, which is somewhat of a disappointment because I like the recap card. But like once again, I sort of did my own research here, made my own recap card right here in my sort of trusty video notebook and everything. So I'll go through each and every comic book and everything. I'll try to tell you all the information that you need to know. And then besides that, I'm probably going to email Stadium and be like, yo, what's going on with the recap cards? Like, haven't seen them in a couple boxes. So I don't know. I'm going to see if like they've either just got rid of the recap cards or it just magically hasn't appeared in my box. So I'm not sure. But it's happened before where it hasn't been put into the box, so I'm not sure. I'll probably let you know in next month's box or January's box. But with that being said, let's start the recap part because I'm just rambling on too much. So the first comic we have here is this one. It is the wedding of Batman or the wedding of Spider-Man and Black Cat. It is the Black Cat annual #1. Let me pull up the comic on screen while I read the description. So the description reads, "You are cordially invited to the wedding of Black Cat and Spider-Man. In lieu of gifts, please turn off all of your security systems, laser grids, and counterweight giant stone traps. All of this in a bonus story." So that's it. That's it for the description. I honestly love that description and everything. I'm low-key getting throwback vibes to, I'm low-key getting throwback vibes to the Batman Catwoman wedding and everything. That whole, like, sort of issue and stuff, or couple issues and stuff. Getting throwbacks there just with this and everything, with the cover and everything as well. Besides that though, this comic came out November 13th, 2019, like most of these comics here. It is an annual. It is, this is just a regular cover here, the one that's sort of over here on screen. And it is just, it's because of this just being the regular cover, it's a low $1 to $5 range in price point. And I don't think it's going to really be going up and everything just because it's an annual. And I don't think there's a lot that's really 100% special about it. So yeah. Besides that, some of the preview pages here look sick. Like I was looking at the preview pages on Comixology, just sort of scrolling through, want to make sure what this comic looks like. And I really like the art. I'll show you a couple preview pages on screen. Really, really like the art. I think it's pretty sick. And then at the same time, you have I really like the sort of title card for the comic because it's like an invitation, and like that's just hilarious. Like especially there, I'm getting pure throwback vibes to the whole Batman Catwoman wedding and stuff and that kind of thing. So yeah, that's basically it just for this comic here, comic #1, the wedding of Black Cat and Spider-Man. That's basically it. Moving forward to the next comic here, comic #2. It is New Mutants #1. Here's the cover here. It is a variant. It's a higher priced variant to say the least. I'm not sure if it is a Virgin variant or not. I don't think so, because I think a Virgin variant doesn't have the title on it. But I'm not 100% sure. Let me know down below in the comments. I'm not a comic. I'm more of a comic. I more enjoy comic stories rather than the actual comic cover itself. That's just me. But that cover, I'm gonna say at least minimum could, on a low grade, could probably be worth at least 15 to 20 bucks. Could be worth more than that. Could be worth less. But yeah. Besides that, New Mutants #1. The description for the comic reads. The new generation claims the dawn. The classic New Mutants, Sunspot, Wolfbane's, Mirage, Karma, and Magic and Cypher get together with new friends Chamber and Mondo for a new mission. So that's the description for this comic, and I have to admit, like, this doesn't look bad. I've read a bunch of the New Mutant comics from the 90s and maybe early 2000s when I had the Comic Boxer, or the Comic of the Month subscription box, and I don't mind the New Mutants. I have to admit they're probably not my favorite team and everything. They're not my favorite team just sort of when it comes to comics and stuff, just based off of all the 90s stories, so I'm hoping that this one sort of changes the turn, like, sort of flips it and stuff. And with the writing team that's on this comic, you got Ed Brisson and Jonathan Hickman, there is a bit more, like, I'm a bit more excited for this comic now to see what happens in the future. And then, obviously, this comic spins out of House and Powers of X, and it is, the art is done by Rob Rice. And it's the art itself is really good, too. It's very much, like, sort of friendly, simple, it's not dark, it's not, like, too childish, like, it's in that sort of mid-grade of, like, it's entertaining, like, if you get what I'm saying. Like, it sort of reminds me of, like, even House and Powers of X kind of thing. Like, it's not too realistic, but it's also not too cartoony at the same time. It's sort of at that sort of mid-range there. So yeah, I like it. The preview pages I like, they look cool. But yeah, as I said before, the prices are at least 15 to 20 bucks. If it is a Virgin variant, which I don't think it is, could be worth a lot more. But that's just it. For comic number 2. The next comic here, comic number 3, is Fallen Angels by Brian Hill and Szymon Kudranski. Sorry for mispronouncing your name. It's very original. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, it's just I've never seen that name before, or even that spelling, so I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. But yeah, Fallen Angels, number 1. Let me pull up the comic on screen while I read the description. The description reads, "The dawn does not break for all. Psylocke finds herself in a new world of mutants, unsure of her place in it. But when a face from her past returns only to be killed, she seeks help from others who feel similar to get vengeance." I like this. I really like this. You obviously got young Cable right here. You've got, what is it? You've got the female X-Men here. I think her name's like Laura or something in the middle there. I'm sorry. The art is really dark and very realistic and everything, just looking at the preview pages. I like that, though, for this comic, because it's like, these characters can go, when they go dark, they can do, like, they can have a really, really good story. Like, just knowing, like, the young Cable, knowing Laura, knowing, or X-23, or knowing, what else, knowing Psylocke and everything. Looking at this story, it's very dark, but it's also very realistic. Like, comparing it to New Mutants, this is sort of the opposite end of that, or sort of out of, like, the middle where they were, to sort of a highly realistic comic and stuff. It's a lower priced comic and everything. It is priced at $5, max at a high grade. Because it's just a regular cover, and it's the first appearance, or first mention of Apoth, who I'm guessing is probably a villain, and then first appearance of Psylocke's daughter, and everything. So slight spoilers there, but that's something to keep up with, or just to sort of understand and everything. Moving forward to our second last comic here, comic number 4. It is Undiscovered Country, number 1. We got the variant here. It's a Stadium Comics variant done by Julius Ota and everything. This fun fact about this comic, it was acquired by New Republic Pictures in September 2019. And everything, so they acquired the film's rights for it, so like they could probably make a film or a TV series out of it. That'd actually be really interesting, just knowing the premise of this. But for those of you who do not know the premise of this comic and everything, let me read it to you. And yeah, let me pull the comic on screen while I try to read the description for the 4th time. The description reads, "This November, New York's best-selling writers Scott Snyder and Charles Soule will team up with artist Giuseppe Canamucciacole of The Amazing Spider-Man and Danielle Orlandini from Darth Vader Comics, and 2019 Eisner Award-winning colorist Matt Wilson from The Wicked and Divine and Paper Girls, to embark on an epic adventure in the brand new ongoing series, Undiscovered Country. In this special oversized first issue, readers will journey into the near future and an unknown nation that was once the United States of America, a land that's become shrouded in mystery after whaling itself off from the rest of the world without explanation. Over 30 years ago, when a team seeking a cure for a global pandemic breaches U.S. borders, they quickly find themselves in the struggle to survive this strange and deadly lost continent. Okay, that's it. Oh my god, this description is so great, but like reading it through is so hard because it's just like, God, there's like so many mentions of people, and it's like, do I mention them all or do I not mention them all? Sorry, that's a bit of a rant of behind the scenes of the struggle of reading descriptions sometimes. But that's Undiscovered Country #1. It seems really, really cool. The concept itself's crazy. This is like, it doesn't just seem crazy, it also seems like a smart purchase and stuff, because it seems like it could be converted to such an easy movie or TV property. Hopefully movie. I'm hoping it's a movie property, because it could build sequels off of that. And it feels like a bit more of a movie property, but that's just me. But yeah, really great. It's like your great example of a hypebeast comic sort of mixed with like an underrated good read, but like even though it's sort of overrated a bit. I remember when like I think Scott Snyder tweeted it on Twitter, and he's like, make sure you get your pre-orders in for this comic, because like it's gonna be a hype fest, because I think the New York Times even covered it and stuff. So yeah, that's basically it though. I'm excited to read Undiscovered Country, especially this variant's pretty sick. I wouldn't mind. I sort of wish I got the Comic Tom variant, but I'm sort of happy I didn't too, because I would probably have at least 2 variants of it. But definitely gonna read this comic. Excited for it, 100%. So yeah, besides that, let's go to our last comic here. Moving forward to our last comic here, comic number 5. It is this one here, Far Sector #1. It is by N.K. Jemisin and Jamal Campbell. Let me pull up the comic on screen while I read the description. And the description reads, N.K. Jemisin, the acclaimed award-winning author of the Broken Earth and Inheritance science fiction trilogy, makes her comic book debut with the best-selling Naomi artist Jamal Campbell as they thrust into a stunning sci-fi murder mystery on the other side of the universe. Okay, so after reading that description and even like and everything, looking at the preview pages, like I'm really excited about this comic. And this is for like multiple reasons. Like obviously you got like you got Jamal Campbell on this and everything. I'm excited about that because I really like him as an artist. So I'm definitely a bit biased there. As well, you are into like it's the first issue introducing the new Green Lantern, Sojourner Mullen, or Joe. She's a new Green Lantern and everything. I love this sci-fi murder mystery as well. I'm excited about that because it's like, okay, sci-fi I am like a huge fan of. Murder and mystery, on top of that, I'm excited about that even more. Jamal Campbell sort of like grabbing like all the duties when it comes to the art department too. He's a penciler, ink, he does the coloring, all that kind of stuff, the cover. I'm excited about that. Looking at these preview pages on Comixology too, I'm so excited. Like, ooh, okay. What I'm excited about with this comic is and everything is like something I love about sci-fi and everything is it's probably one of the only genres where it's like there's so many distinctive like sort of like trademarks or even like there's certain trademarked ways or whatever, or you can pinpoint an Easter egg back from this comic to a film or something. And just looking at this comic, you get to see like a bunch of them. Like, okay, firstly, you got like Blade Runner 2049. You got the whole, you got like a Star Wars type vibe with the Phantom Menace kind of thing, where what the city looks like. Her actual like outfit and everything. It has like a bit of like a I love like the poncho kind of vibe and everything too. Like it all fits in the right way, and that's what I'm excited about. Especially with this like sci-fi murder stuff too. Like, ooh, it just works really, really well. That's why I'm excited about this comic, because it's like it's just like it's a mystery, but it's also like an origin story, and like, yeah, that's basically why I'm excited about this comic. It's also a part of the DC Young Animals line, so I'm not 100% sure what that is. I couldn't find any sort of details about that on like the Comixology page. So yeah, that's basically it. Besides that, price-wise, Jesus, oh my god. Besides that though, price-wise, it is worth $1 to $4. It's a cheaper comic because this is just a basic cover of it. But I don't think I'm going to read this comic. And I say this because I know HBO or Apple has been talking to DC about possibly like making a sort of Green Lantern series or whatever, that possibility of doing that. I think it's Apple. Don't quote me either way. I'll post a thing on screen. But I don't want to read that because it's a possibility that this comic could be sort of have its own TV series in the future. So that's why I don't want to do this comic and everything, or I'm not going to read this comic. Like, I'm going to keep it sort of sealed, but I'll probably read it online. But that's just why. That's just me. But yeah, besides that though, that's all the comics in this month's box. I really like it. I'm really excited about it. I can't wait to read them all. But besides that, as always, my name is Jack. Feel free to do all the typical YouTube stuff, like the liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Feel free to check out the comic of the week, which is, believe it would probably be Miles Morales number 4, maybe number 5. Well, it depends on which issue is better. But yeah, that's basically about it. Thank you so much for watching. I'd love to hear your comments about this box down below. And yeah, that's about it. Bye. Have a good night. Whoosh.